Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Blown. Today, we'll go over the warning signs that you're in an unhealthy friendship. Watch until the end. Friends help make life more meaningful. They provide social and emotional support, ease feelings of loneliness, and help you feel happier and more satisfied with life. Maintaining social connections can even lengthen your lifespan and lower your risk of mental and physical health concerns, including depression and high blood pressure. But some friendships can quickly turn toxic without you realizing it. These friends will drain your energy, make you feel insecure about yourself, and put you down a lot, instead of building you up. Unhealthy friendships or toxic friendships can leave you feeling jealous, angry, and confused. If these troubling times have been weighing you for longer than you can remember, well, you might just be trapped in a toxic friendship. If your friend does any of the following things, you are. 1. You no longer trust them. In any close relationship, trust is essential. This goes double for an established friendship. But trust could be an issue if you have a confidant with whom you can't share important information. If you find yourself not being able to trust a friend, their intentions, their word, their confidentiality, check the status of your friendship. After all, if you can't rely on your friend, what's the point of having one? If you don't trust that they have your best interests in mind, that's often a sign that something's not working. For example, a toxic friend might say they'll pick you up at the airport, but then back out at the last minute. Perhaps you have a pal who casually asks for work contacts and then takes advantage of your generosity and badgers your colleagues all the time. Granted, sometimes people have to break promises for a legit reason, and that's fair. But if you constantly feel let down by them, it may be hard to build enough affection to keep that friendship going. 2. You feel uncomfortable around them. This goes without saying. If you don't feel comfortable being around your friends, then they're not your friends. You should easily be able to be your true self around your besties all the time. If your friend shames you for being who you are, or even tries to change you to fit a specific mold, get out of that friendship pronto. Of course, a good relationship will make you want to change negative aspects of your personality. But you should never feel like an entirely different person when you hang out with your friend. But not being able to recognize yourself in a relationship is never a good sign. If you notice this unsettled feeling, consider taking a closer look at your friendship. Do you feel uncomfortable because you lack familiarity, or are you uncomfortable because you don't feel safe? Look for other signs that things aren't quite right before you determine that this relationship is toxic. 3. They try to change you. Someone who tries to change things about you may not be an ideal friend. A true friend understands that people have different personalities, and they'll accept you for yourself. If you ask for guidance on something you'd like to change, they might provide support and encouragement, but they'll probably wait for you to ask instead of telling you what you should do. Say you struggle in social settings and want to get better at meeting new people. A good friend might suggest you come to their next game night so they can introduce you to a few other friends in a comfortable environment. While it's important to share things in common, friendships thrive when two people can express and celebrate each other's differences. If you're in a toxic company, your friend might be asking you to be someone you're not. They might recognize the things you dislike and put you in uncomfortable situations. Or they may ask you to talk, dress, or behave differently. While it's essential for friends to lovingly challenge each other and encourage each other to stop potential harmful behaviors, it becomes unhealthy when they pressure you to compromise your character. 4. They gossip regularly. You told a friend something in confidence, and the next day, your entire social circle knows the details. Anyone can slip up and say things they shouldn't. Toxic friends might seem to enjoy spreading secrets around, even when you ask them to keep personal information private. Someone who consistently breaks your trust probably doesn't care much about your feelings. Gossip often breeds mistrust and suspicion, especially if your friend constantly gossips about other people. If you hear them talk poorly about others, it's easy to assume they may talk about you to other people and cannot be trusted with your secrets. Sometimes you're not hearing your friend talk about someone else, but you hear information about yourself from someone you didn't share it with. Nothing breaks trust in a friendship faster than gossip, especially if it's habitual. Anyone can slip up and say things they shouldn't, but toxic friends seem to enjoy spreading secrets around. Even when you ask them to keep personal information private. Another tip when it comes to gossip is to avoid engaging in it. It can be so hard. However, gossip always reflects more on the person gossiping rather than the person being talked about. Additionally, if you make it clear that you are not okay with gossip, then you can lead your friends in choosing to build others up. 5. There is competition. Genuine friends are happy for one another. They revel and celebrate each other's successes. Even if some jealousy emerges, it typically coincides with feeling happy, proud, and excited for your friend's good fortune. There's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition between friends. This is especially true if you happen to be in the same field or have kids at the same time. But at the end of the day, you should still have good feelings toward your friend and want what's best for them overall. While it's normal to feel jealous from time to time, if you feel like you're in a constant fight that you want to win over and over again, that may not be the healthiest relationship. Toxic friends tend to make it seem like everything is a game. This is especially true if your toxic friend is your coworker. They present as wanting to win, and they will likely put you down when you obtain something they want. 6. They tease or insult you regularly. Friends should lift each other. While the occasional joke may be harmless, chronic put-downs are a red flag. You shouldn't feel like you're being consistently criticized in a friendship. The next time your friend insults you, let them know it hurts your feelings. A genuine friend will apologize and stop the behavior. A toxic friend will likely accuse you of being sensitive, insist you're overreacting, or keep emphasizing that it's just a joke. In a toxic friendship, the person criticizes you, uses your failures against you, or makes you feel bad about yourself. It is not just teasing in fun. It is the kind of talk that puts you down in a way that makes you question yourself. If they constantly make fun of your style, home, or body in a way that leaves you swimming in self-doubt, they may be trying to run you down intentionally. A true friend may not always tell you what you want to hear, but they won't try to shame you. A true friend speaks with respect. 7. You dread hanging out with them. This one's obvious, but if you don't even want to be in the same room as them, it's not a solid friendship. If you feel more relief than sadness when you can't spend time with your friend, that's a cause for concern. But generally speaking, you should want to connect with your friend. If you find yourself dreading upcoming events, or if you keep making excuses as to why you can't attend, it's probably a critical indicator that you're growing weary of the friendship. If you actively try to avoid them in life, whether your friend's name popping up on your phone via text message, social media, or calendar appointment gives you a bad feeling, trust your intuition. That little bad feeling in your stomach knows what's up. You shouldn't feel dread about seeing friends. If you do, ask yourself why. You should be stoked to see your friends at any hour of the day. So not feeling that way means something is up. Impacts of toxic friendships. Toxic friendships often feel confusing and cumbersome. You may seem like you're putting in tremendous effort without any of it paying off. You might also be resentful towards your friend, yourself, or others. But ending the friendship may also seem scary, especially if you're worried about how your friend will react. Impacts of a toxic friendship include increased anxiety or stress about your friendship, withdrawing from other friendships or activities, constantly trying to guess what your friend needs, sleep, appetite, or other bodily disruptions, exacerbated mental health issues. Options for toxic friendships. Improving a toxic relationship isn't easy, and it typically results in two choices. You can either try to fix the dynamic or end it. There isn't a right or wrong way to proceed, but many people often try the first option before cutting ties. Keep in mind that doing nothing will likely make the problem worse. Fix it. First, focus on what you can control. Then reflect on your usual reactions to your friend. Are there any new boundaries you need to enforce? Are you speaking up for yourself when you feel hurt? Have you had a conversation about how your friendship makes you feel? Taking these steps and seeing how your friend responds can give you needed information about whether you want to repair your dynamic. Leave it. Research shows that most friendships end. You have every right to terminate a toxic relationship. You don't owe your toxic friend an explanation, although you may wish to give them one. If you opt to end the relationship, consider taking a no-contact approach. Delete them off social media. Stop responding to any calls or texts. No matter the circumstance, avoid engaging in any communication. Healthy friendships can support your well-being and boost your emotional health. This rule applies across the lifespan. However, toxic friendships may cause an opposite effect. These friendships often feel frustrating and shameful. It's important to avoid blaming yourself. Chances are you simply care about others and want to be a good friend. Speaking to other trusted friends or reaching out to a therapist can help you understand your feelings and make a substantial plan for change. Just be sure that you check all the 7 points above. Now that you know the 7 signs you're stuck in an unhealthy friendship, where do you think your friendship stands? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.